I do not ask women they body count. Why? Because I don't care. That happened before me. It have nothing to do with me, and that's none of my business. I used to ask girls body counts, hear it, and then be like, oh, that's too high, knowing damn well I got 20 more bodies than she does. This is the thinking of a lot of guys. That's a very possessive and misogynistic way to think. The reason men care about women's body count is because they see women as objects. And if you have a high body count, that means that a lot of people possessed you. Instead of seeing sex as a consensual thing between two parties, they see sex as a possession thing. They see sex as something that a man does to a woman, a power thing. Instead of looking at that woman like a human being who had a whole life before you, a lot of men just see them as objects.
Okay, a few things come to mind when I hear this guy's rant. A few words come to mind. And those words are blue pill, beta, raised by a single mom, and just completely ignorant. Okay, because to not even give a second thought to how many guys a girl has slept with, okay, whether it's 1 or 100, if you are to ignore the fact that she has slept with a lot of men, guess what you're doing? You're putting your own health at risk, because the more sexual partners she's had, the more potential she's had for exposing herself to an STD, okay? Which can harm you, which can affect your health. So to sit there and basically morally grandstand like this guy is doing, right? This is basically virtue signaling like a typical beta, and go, hey, whatever she did in her past, no matter how many guys she slept with, it's none of my business. What she did in her past is her past. Stop seeing her as an object. Stop controlling her. You know, all he's doing right there at that point is self-projecting. Okay, he's self-projecting his own negative traits that he doesn't like about himself onto you. These are things that he does. So he's basically self-projecting, because just because you want to know what a girl's body, like how many guys she slept with, I don't like to use that word, body count. You want to know how many guys she slept with, does not mean you're trying to control her. It means you're trying to gauge what her value is, because there's a big difference. Make no mistake about it. There's a big difference between a girl who's only slept with 2 guys versus a girl who slept with 20 guys. There's a big difference between a girl who slept with 10 guys versus 100 guys. Okay? Even 10's high, but I'm saying there's a big difference. So for this guy to actually say that he does not care is the most naive and ignorant comment that I've ever heard. Okay, I've heard more, but I'm just saying, now I'm using that term loosely. You should care. Okay, you should care. Vice versa, even if you're female. For women, they want to know how many girls you slept with, because for them, it's pre-selection. It's social proof. You know, for us, for guys, we want to know how many guys she slept with, because we want to know how many guys have had their turn with her. Because when it comes to male to female sexual dynamics, we are very different, okay? We're not the same. We don't think the same. And I've often used car buying as an example, right? If we're going to go out shopping for a car, generally men want a car that has never been driven, brand new off the lot. We don't even want the demo model. We want the brand new car with 0 miles on it that has not been touched or driven by a number of different people or used as a rental car. Whereas for women, they want a car that's been driven, that's been proven, that has lots of miles on it and is still running strong and has proved itself. Okay? It's no different when it comes to dating. So for guys, it's very important. I mean, to be honest with you, it's important for both sexes to know, right? Just so you know how much risk you are taking on. Because if, say you're a chick, right? Just play devil's advocate here. Say if you're a girl and you're with a guy who's been with, say 5 girls versus a guy who's been with 50 girls, right? It's a big difference. It's a big difference. So you're putting yourself at risk, obviously, with a guy who slept with more females, right? And the thing with men, though, that I've found is that we tend to be more responsible in the bedroom. We tend to be the ones who bring the condoms. We tend to be the ones who protect ourselves, whereas women don't exercise that level of discipline, especially in the heat of the moment. A lot of these girls will just go for it. They don't care. You don't have a condom. They don't care. They just met you. They will just go for it. Okay, so big difference in that scenario. When it comes to, say, a guy who slept with 50 girls versus a chick who slept with 50 guys, I would say the chick is more at risk. Even though they've slept with the same amount of sexual partners, I would put the woman more at risk because they are less likely to use protection. And I think there's even a statistic on this. Okay, I don't have it with me right now. You can Google it, but statistically, women are less likely to use protection, especially in the heat of the moment. They'll just go for it. You know, whereas guys, for the most part, usually carry condoms, or they'll be like, wait a minute, I need to go to the store and get a condom. I mean, not all, but many will. Okay, a lot more than females will. And I've been in these situations, so I know. I'm speaking from experience. So for this dude to be like, ooh, it's none of your business. It's not my business how many guys she slept with. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. I respect her as a person. He's already talking like a blue pill beta, right? Right there. The guy's already like has the vernacular of a blue pill beta, and more than likely raised by a single mom or a weak father figure. Because strong father would have been like, no, you need to know, son. I would tell my own son, ask every girl you date. Right? I even teach you guys, ask every person ask every girl, right? Before you ever even get involved with her, if she's ever had an STD. Because that will end things right there. If she tells you she has herpes, do you want to continue dating her? No. Do you want to spend even a dime on her? No. Right? If she tells you she has HPV, no. Right? You could catch HPV just from kissing. So you're going to be like, no. Right? I would tell my own son that. Ask the girl, have you ever had an STD? And then, especially if you're going to date her or you're going to become sexually involved with her, you have a right to know. Right? You have a right to know. I don't believe in this, oh, what happened before you? It's none of your business. No, it is my business, because if I become physically involved with you and I'm putting my own health at risk, I need to know. Right? Because if you have something, I need to know. Or if you don't know you had something, I need to know. Right? If you tell me you've slept with 100 dudes, that I don't want to be involved with you. Okay? Again, no different from buying a car. You guys who buy used cars, you guys know what Carfax is, right? You go to Carfax, you could see the complete history of the car you're buying. You could see how many accidents it's been in. You could see if it has a clear title. You could see if the mileage is accurate. You could see all those things. Imagine selling your used car to somebody and they're like, hey, do you have a Carfax? You'd be like, what? No, dude. What happened with this car before you buy it, before you owned it, is none of your business, right? None of your business. And the guy will be like, dude, what if it's been in accidents? Oh, that's none of your business, dude. It's none of your business, right? Stop being controlling. You don't own this car. It's not an object, right? It's like saying that kind of shit to him. It's just unreasonable. It's unreasonable not to ask. If the person's going to become sexually involved with you and put their own health at risk, they have a right to know. Okay? They have a right to know. If you're going to do this, oh, none of your business, my body, my choice stuff, no, you don't need to know, then that other party has the right to not get involved with you. They're like, hey, it's not about controlling. It's just I don't want to put my health at risk if you've been with 1,000 dudes. Okay? Because there's a high chance that you have some type of disease, some type of STD, or you know what? It's just gross to me that you've been with that many dudes, and I am choosing as a high value man not to get involved with you. Simple as that. Simple as that. Has nothing to do with control, has nothing to do with looking at the person like an object. It has all to do with you protecting your health. Okay, and now with society, a lot of these younger kids are making a big deal of body count, especially the women, the young women, and it's really sad. Really, really sad when I see these chicks bragging about how many guys they've had sex with, as if that's some badge of honor, as if they deserve some sort of trophy. You know, that's disgusting. That is absolutely gross. Okay, and it's nothing to be proud of. I mean, back in the day, not even 5, 10 years ago, right? Chicks hid that number. They didn't want you to know. If you asked them, they slept with 20 guys, they'd tell you 2, right? They'd lie. And now you see these girls bragging about it, celebrating it like a birthday party. And it's just sad because, you know, a lot of this has been enabled and pushed by the mainstream, by the left, really, right? I'm not going to get political in this, but you know where this stuff is coming from the Matrix for the most part. So when it comes to asking girls how many guys that they've slept with, especially if you are going to become involved with them, right? And that's really the only time you're going to ask, is if you are becoming involved with them, if you're interested in them, if you plan on having sex with them, you're going to ask, and you have the right to ask. Why? Because because 2 parties are involved in this, right? 2 people's health, especially yours, right? Your health is involved, so you have a right to know. Like I said, it's like buying a used car on the market, because really, I mean, most people on the dating market are used, right? They're not virgins, they're used cars. And you have a right to run a Carfax on people, right? You have a right to know if that car's been in an accident, if it's been in a flood, a total loss, you have a right to know. Okay? You have a right to know these things. So, as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of what this dude had to say. And not just him, but many blue pill guys like him who are still walking around uninformed, ignorant. They've been indoctrinated. They don't know any better. You know, that dude is putting his health at risk like a fool, right? He's saying from this point on, he's not going to ask. He's putting his health at risk. And you know what? Sadly, he may not wake up until he catches something. And he's like, shit, why didn't I ask this girl? Or, oh, I should have asked. And I was trying to be this PC, you know, fake nice guy, like con artist with this chick trying to act like I'm all like rah women. And look, I just caught herpes, you know, or something like that. Nothing to laugh at, nothing to laugh at. But drop your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think of this guy's rant. Let me know what you think about asking girls how many guys they slept with and your own experiences with that. Drop the comments below. I love to read them.
And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Do it now. Also, hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for all you guys who want to support my work and all of this incredible, amazing red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, baby. The hottest women on the planet. Okay, I teach you how to do that in 7 Months of Mastery. And you know what? I have tons, thousands upon thousands of successful students now all around the world. Okay, a lot of these guys often drop comments in my comment section talking about how they're in my program, they've met their dream girl, they've met their future wife. I've had a number of students who've been through my 7 Months of Mastery program already met their wife thanks to my teachings, right? They met a high value, high caliber, hot wife, right? Way above what they were able to get previously before they jumped into my program, 7 Months of Mastery. They were able to get a girl who was much, much more attractive, much hotter, and much higher value thanks to my teachings. And you know what? I want you to become one of them. Even if you don't plan on getting married, find yourself a cool chick, a high value chick, not one of these like low value, like DG single moms or, you know, women who are passive prime or damaged goods or anything like that. I want to teach you how to go out there and get high value women, just like my students are all around the world. You can become one of us. And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds and it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of high value coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it. And it's the best way to support my work, guys. And thank you very much if you do. I appreciate it. Thanks in advance. And let's crack on out of here.